Here's Julian from LACRIMAS PROFUNDERE, and you're watching an interview for the lovely Sonic Seducer magazine. Enjoy. Well, something that I can tell you about the record, it is that we have gone through so many challenges during all of this time, you know. I believe that it is a very dark, like a very enigmatic and mysterious record. I mean, we've been going through so many things throughout these years that I think from one way or another, whether we want it or not, we put a lot of that emotions and frustrations, even if it's not like direct, you know, that we're planning to do that. There's just a lot of yourself that it's coming to the record. I remember in 2020, we went to the studio and we were trying to finish the record, which I can tell you that it was a very different version of what we have right now. I think that we have a massive evolution during this time. And from 2020 to 2021, I got like way more involved into the vocal melodies, into this lyrics, etc. So I think that the album has grown so much and our music has been growing so much during this time. I kind of have mentioned this before, that I believe that How to Shroud Yourself with Night, it is the dark side or the bad brother from Bleeding the Stars, because with Bleeding the Stars it was this first transition. It was like the door to this sort of new soundscape that we are having right now with the new record. So I'm incredibly excited to see what the people thinks about it. It's going to be very surprising. If you think that you know what you're going to listen to by the first single in the whole album, you have no idea actually what it's about to hit your ears. About the name of the record, I think that one of the most fascinating things about art, music, poetry, or whatever it is that every human being is gonna be able to look at a single piece of art and translate it in a very different way. You know, I have a very different perspective into of it. You know, so to me, How to Shroud Yourself with Night, it is about this sort of entity that to me represents the night, which is this kind of thin layer between reality and dreams. And it's also this kind of closeness to the self-reflection and the creativity that we have. Many of us, how many of us have been probably at 4 a.m. working on a piece of content or something that we really desire, something that we're passionate about, and we're there. So to me, it is, you can say it in a romantic way as covering yourself with this entity, like making love with the obscure gods or something similar. Oliver has mentioned this before. One of the very precious things that we have right now is that Lacrimas, I think, that is enjoying quite a lot about the freedom and liberty of creating different kinds of music. You know, we've been in the studio, and whether we want to add some very low vocals or some highs or some softer kind of vocals or screams, or we can add pretty much whatever that we want over there. And I think that that has brought a lot of this second spark in Oliver mostly, but in the whole band we're incredibly excited because of that new approach that we're having to the music. And from one way or another, I'm this kind of artist, this kind of singer that I cannot avoid or stop myself for adding my trademark to every kind of project in the one that I stepped into, because I love such a huge variety of music, and I've been working my vocals and my songwriting for so long. It's so many different kinds of things that I have like a very different approach from song to song, and for me it is very important that every song has its own character, its own profile, you know. So I think that is probably the most important thing that has developed in Lacrimas during all of this time. A Cloak Woven of Stars is actually doing pretty amazing. We played it back in 2021 during our Bleeding the Stars tour. We were playing it as a gift for all the people who decided to support us after the pandemic, or well, after that period, that first harder period of the pandemic. We were playing it for them as a gift to thank them, and everybody was reacting amazing. There's a lot of there's this kind of new energy in the band, and the shows are a total contrast to what used to be before. So I think that it is very attractive and very shocking to people to kind of see this new approach to the shows. Between festivals and like playing normal shows at the clubs, I think that me personally, I prefer the shows at the clubs because, I don't know, I feel like a different kind of intimacy. Of course, it is a very different experience. Don't misunderstand me, the festivals are amazing. I enjoy quite a lot playing them, but if I will have to choose, I will definitely go for the clubs. I just enjoy them way more. Well, normally festivals like Plage Noire, whenever that we have time, we decide to go around, talk with different people, and watch other bands if it is possible. But most of the time, we are actually very busy doing some other stuff, like whether we are like signing the autograms, or in this case, for example, we were shooting some footage. We were getting some footage for a trailer for our new, our upcoming tour for the new album. So we do whatever we can with the time that we have, basically. Well, thank you so much for watching, and remember to go and get your tickets for our tour in September. It starts the 1st of September. And also go and pre-order the new album, How to Shroud Yourself with Now, which is coming on 26th of August. Have a good one.